Welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna make a tier list again about ACD. Haven't done it in a while, and let's just start. A lot of people won't like my tier list because I'm more of a based person, so I think Broly is meh. He's expensive. He has good AoE, but his damage is mid nowadays. I haven't played her as much as other units, so I'm not sure. She's not bad, but I think she has cool AoE and stuff like that. Yeah. By the way, all units, I'm talking about the mythic version, like Darth Vader. I think he is S tier because of his stun and CC abilities. He's like not the best damage dealer. Then we have probably the best unit in the game right now because Diavolo has good damage. He's one of the best supporters. Yeah. Giorno is really good for new players. The tree is really strong for new players, but it has its weaknesses. I will talk about more in the showcase video, which will be coming either tomorrow or something like that. Same with Diavolo, like why he is so good. This is more like overall a tier list, not what you should get as a new player, blah blah blah, because then Giorno would be S tier. Anyway, this is overall tier list. Let's continue. Guts, really strong, has its flaws, but still probably the best early damage you can get. Yeah, Luke, just Luke. Then we have Choi, really good DOT damage, overall really cool unit, really unique AoE too. Sakuya, pretty good support, has a slow, has a time stop, has DOT, can buff, really good unit. Megumi, in my opinion, is still really strong. People don't think he's as strong, but I still think he's extremely strong. Both paths, he has to use in Infinite, he has to use in Challenge Rift, he has to use in Raids. Then we have Pucci. I haven't got him yet, but I say he might be at the same level as Guts. Like, he doesn't have an amazing AoE as Guts, but he's still really, like, he has really good DOT. He has one of the best slows in the game. He is cheap. He has the best damage, like, debuff ability in the whole game. Like, I really like the unit. I don't like Pucci as a character, but I really like the unit. Bob, he fell off a little bit, but he's still, like, the best damage buffer. Then we have Aaron. Yeah, he needs a rework. He needs a rework. Nami, like, if the buff would have published, she would be S tier in my opinion, but now she's just low A tier. Sanji, also low A tier until he gets the money generation buff. Zoro is okay. Good, like a lot of placements, full AoE possibility, not that bad. Whitebeard maybe has some use with his tsunami, but still not great at the moment. Shinobu, I really liked her in the beginning, but now she's like, yeah, it's alright. But I prefer using more DPS units than a buffer nowadays. Rengoku, yeah, I 8 you. At the same level as Giorno. Two of the best starter units for new players. Rengoku, if you get a good range trait or artifact that buffs his range, he's a monster. Cheap, good damage, like not insane damage as Sid or Guts, but for his cost, extremely good damage per second. Harry Potter, yeah. Ichigo, I would even say he's decent. He's just has bad AoEs. Like, his damage is really good for a standard unit. Just his AoEs are terrible. So he's not completely trash, but still better than these. Yeah. Byakuya, I don't think he's bad, honestly. I think he's like underrated. Goku is also not bad. Yeah. Bulma with Diavolo together, pretty strong now. Like, pretty good. They are the... Yeah. I don't have to explain it, basically. Naruto, trash. Honestly. Or, it's hard to say. I haven't used him since his buff a lot, but... Like, we can agree that Luke is the yeah, bottom of trash. Yeah, since he has decent AoEs, I would put him to C tier. Sakura, decent, like good buffer, full AoE, cheap, yeah. Sneaky clone, after his buffs, he's not bad, but still he lacks some damage. So I would say top C tier. Dio needs buffs. Dio is expensive, does not have a lot of damage, but still not trash tier. All Might, in my opinion, very underrated. He has free placement, so you can go one full AoE buffer, give him All Might hair, so he has also knockback like Todo. And then you have Top Path, he attacks slow, but has a really strong punch. So, the most underrated units. Everyone would say Mob is trash. Because some people say he's trash, but I actually think he's A tier. Low A tier still. He's a bit expensive for his Top Path. But if you can afford it in raid, he hits the entire map basically and destroys it. Like I saw one guy having a fully built mob, he one-shot everything in a hell raid with mob. Like he just focused on getting money, get his mob down, top path, full AoE, one-shot everything. My man, you got gutted. You got gutted. You need buffs. Sukuna. Wait, let me check. I forgot if he got his one buff or if that is a planned buff. Okay, no, he didn't got the buff yet. Okay, since the planned buff didn't got published yet, I would say he's not bad. Like he's still a good unit, but he needs this one buff. I don't want to say it right now, but he will get a buff and it would make him really good. Toji, since the buffing stuff changed, he fell off a lot. He isn't a trash unit now. He's just he was like here before the buff changed. Now he's B tier. And since the buff, like there were a lot of buffs planned for this update, but I don't know, because of time crunch or motivation, whatever, they didn't go published. So this is like really the current tier list. As soon as the buffs are out, a lot will change here. Rimuru also didn't got his buff, so yeah, since C tier, he didn't got his buff, makes him I wouldn't say Sukuna tier, I would say B tier, but he needs this one buff that makes him good. Madara still a really good unit. A tier, it's nothing amazing, it's nothing bad, it's a balanced out unit in my opinion. Nanami the same, is not great, is not bad. Gojo, also just like Mob, underrated unit. I started using him a lot more now, and I would even say he's bottom S tier. People don't like his line AoE, but apart from that, his damage is so amazing for not a lot of money, honestly. Yeah, I say he's bottom S tier. People will hate me for saying that, but I say he's bottom S tier. Geto, people put him up here. I say B tier. His buff is nice, but to get to 1 HP is a bit annoying if you want to make the most of him. With Sanjin Woo together, he's really good, but as a unit itself, it's alright. It's not bad. He's not a bad unit. He's alright. He's balanced out. Yuta? Yeah, same with Yuta in my opinion. Like everyone uses him. I can understand why. He has decent damage. He has perfect range. Like he has infinite range kinda. He stuns. He's a good unit. He's balanced in my opinion. Toto, currently meta for, together with Saki, I'm meta for Challenge Rift because of crit is most important stat. As I mentioned in my previous video, how stat, not how stat works, how crit works, because crit is by far the best stat in the game. He has also knockback built in. So it's like All Might, but better, because he doesn't need the All Might hair artifact. He has that built in. So he's S tier. Sid. Some people love him, some people hate him. I think he's just a better version of Broly. He's just the better version of Broly, to be honest. He's like, these three are the like three main characters right now when it comes to damage. Or these four. I would also count Joy to it. These two just like Megumi and Joy don't have the number displayed, that because Joy is overtime damage and Megumi has like modifiers. And where's Sun Jinwoo? He needs one buff, and if this buff gets through, he's again on the top. Right now, he's not bad. Don't take me wrong. He's just not, since he's like mainly usable in Infinites and maybe CR, he's completely useless in raids because he needs a lot of enemies for his top path. And the enemies have to be on the road, and so since in raid the enemies are not always on the road, it's hard for him to be good there, so he's at the moment bottom S tier. Still a really good unit, but has some issues. Tommy. Tommy, honestly, since debuffs are way better than buffs in my opinion, he's also bottom S tier. He is expensive, which makes him not the perfect unit. If he would be cheap, he would be the top-notch unit, because full AoE, debuff, slow. But he still has a slow debuff and full AoE, and the only bad part is it's expensive. But that's not a bad part overall. He's still a really good unit. So yeah, that is my ranking of the tier list. I will be uploading showcases of the 3 new units the following days. But yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.